question. I don't know.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Grand Rising, people. Grand Rising. Good morning. Good morning. This is another episode of the Morning Mac Show. And I am your girl, your host, Reese Cup, out there, McFarlane, a.k.a. AM Morning, a.k.a. the best that ever did it. You know who this is. Today, I want to talk about some serious stuff. For it to be Turn Up Tuesday, we need to turn up on a lot of stuff, on a lot of different levels, people. And I just don't mean the people in the DMV. I mean all around the world. These cries and shots and everything going out to everybody all around the world, because what's plaguing us right here in the DMV, the metropolitan area, it's all over. It's just a repeat. It's like turning on the TV and the news is the same everywhere. They saying the exact same story, like they putting it out there, the narrative. Molly used to always say that. Every news channel saying the exact same thing because they sharing the exact same story, because that's the exact same script that everybody is given. Well, I'm going to dive into the show later on, but before I dive in, I want to say Grand Rising to my super producer, Mr. Molly Moss, the Sea Moss boss, my man Molly. Yes, my man, 100 grand and everything. I'm losing my voice. Gotta hurry, get my Sea Moss. I'm losing my voice probably from yelling and screaming and performing last night. Last night at Martini's, dropped Mike Check Mondays. It was nice. Had a good time, good show. I got up there and ranted and vented and and reiterated on the cuffing season or the big girl season, reiterated on stuff like that. It was a wonderful show, man. Big up, shouts out to my girl, the Gwen Factor. We had a wonderful show. We had who came through as far comedians. Of course, it was myself. Big Mike came through the house. Big Mike, Big Head came through. Simon came through. Simon said, came through and rocked and blessed the mic. And Corta Morel, that's my favorite heathen right there, came on through and blessed the mic and everything. And Zoe, crazy ass Zoe. Honey, okay? So you my man and all, but you will always get that smoke in the city. He gonna try to clap on me, y'all. He gonna try to talk about my big jaws. I was like, Zoe, I got a turn to get up there on the mic too. So I would ease up off the fat girl jokes, because I'm always the biggest one in the room. They try to attack me. You know what you get when you attack fat? You get a clap back. Okay? What's wrong with you? You attacking me in my own backyard, boo. You can't do that because you know you won't get dug up and buried like a bone. You skinny like a bone, but I'm gonna have to treat you like one, have to dig you up and burn your ass. Boom. Don't talk about me and my big drawers, though. Don't do that. Because first, like I said, I don't even wear drawers. Okay? But that's another show. We talk about that later. And for those who know me, know what I'm talking about. But you're not going to come from a big girl, honey. Because I'm what you want. See, and I know that. That's why I'm on your mind day and night. You talking about my breasts and how succulent and all that stuff. Because you want me. You want me. You scared to say it, but you want me. I ain't scared to let you know, but you can't have me. You want all of this to be your playgrounds, though. Don't play with a big girl at a show. Don't. Because I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. And everybody know me, know my mentality that Reese gonna get up and do it. Or Reese gonna get up and say something. See something, say something. Yeah, y'all, he tried to come for me last night at the comedy show. I had to turn around in my seat to see what fat bitch he was talking about. He was like, the drawers, she wears size 5X drawers. I'm turning around like, it was so funny because right when he said, the whole room laughed at me because I was turning around. I said, who got on 5X drawers in here? And I'm looking around like, who he talking about? No, I got a little bottom. Everybody know my breast is up here. Now, if he said a 48 bra, that would be wah. But my jaws ain't big booty. My booty little. My jaws ain't big, baby. Okay, so anyway, good morning, Kiani.
Good morning.
I see Kiani, and you missed a good mic check Monday. They tried to come for me. Good morning, Lady B. Hey, lady. What's going on? I see Lady B in the house. Let me check. I gotta see my people that's checking in. Kiani, how was your evening?
You said what now?
How was your evening yesterday, baby?
It was good and busy. It was really good and busy. I try to stay busy around here being a single dad.
Yes, most definitely.
So I had Malachi, we made hamburgers. And no, he made hamburgers. So I was showing him, how to do it. He's like, I already know how to do it, Daddy. I was like, all right, go ahead and lead it. So he did a good job. So we always eat dinner together every night.
That's important. I love that the nucleus of a Black household family. Everybody always say it's the mom. No, I think it's the daddy. Daddy is just as important as mom, and both of them is both of them. When you don't have the dad in the house, dad is definitely needed and missed. And even when you don't have the mom in the house, it's really both. But it's beautiful that you could do that thing. I want to talk about some sad news. Not me having the clap back at Zoe at the comedy club last night, but something even sadder. One of my neighbors was killed yesterday.
Oh, and, no.
Yeah, in the building behind me. And it's so domestic violence is all over the place. She was beat to death, y'all. She wasn't shot. She wasn't stabbed. She was beat to death. And they was like, oh, that's domestic violence. And she was taken to the hospital right in the afternoon and later succumbed to her wounds. Police been in the area and stuff. And it's just, and they looking, it's just sad. I got a piece of the news clip I want to share. Molly, go ahead, babe.
Good morning, Marley.
An alleged domestic violence attack in Prince George's County police are now investigating.
Our Shamari Stone has this story from Suitland.
Good evening. People who live in the Carriage Hill Apartments complex behind me are concerned tonight. Prince George's County homicide detectives spent much of the evening gathering forensic evidence and talking to people here, trying to determine who killed this woman and why. Let's roll some video. Detectives say someone murdered her in an alleged domestic-related incident at her apartment on the 3300 block of Curtis Drive. Police tell us they found the woman inside the apartment suffering with trauma to her body. Around noon today, she died at a hospital. They do not believe this was a random homicide. We're now going to hear from the woman's neighbors.
I'm mortified. I've never been around anything like this before. This is kind of scary. And, you know, I just saw her yesterday throwing footballs to the kids outside. So she never made any problems.
It's heartbreaking. I mean, not just to lose another black woman or black person senseless, probably senseless, but I mean, it's got to stop somewhere. It's getting too close to home. If a woman's not safe in her own home and this happens in her home, where the hell, where are we safe at?
Police have not released the woman's name or her age. They're still investigating. They also haven't told us a motive in this case. They urge anyone with information to call the Prince George's County Police Department. In Suitland, I'm Shamari Stone. Back to you, Marina and Angie.
Now, that's terrible, and it's scary because they're thinking that it's domestic violence. They don't know that
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay. She was just killed in her own home, y'all. And I know Lady B told me early part of this year, Lady, I remember when you said, Reese, stop opening the door, stop helping everybody. Don't be opening your door. Her and Molly just fussed me out, y'all, a few months ago, because you try to be helpful with your neighbors and all that, but sometimes you can't invite trouble in your establishment or in your dwelling, you know. And they cussed me out real good because one of my neighbors knocking on the door. She needed help, she needed assistance, and since that time, me giving her assistance that one time, she has knocked on my door at least 5 other times after hours, needing help or assistance, right? In this past year, ain't even a year yet. November be a full year, right? Because it was snow on the ground and I was cooking Thanksgiving dinner. I remember, you know, it was right before Thanksgiving. So it's not even been a year, and you needed my assistance 5 other times. And because you're doing unsavory things or inviting people in your dwelling, spilling over, and I'm scared now. I'm always protected by God, but I'm fearful for my household because it's not just me, it's me and my son. And I don't want to ever open my door to call myself trying to help somebody and get accosted or get hurt, me and my son, because I'm trying to be a good neighbor and help someone else. What do I do, y'all? What do I do? Do I continue to be me, to be a good neighbor and help people? Or do I don't answer the door after 11 o'clock at night? Y'all help me, because I would hate to be that deciding factor that could actually help save a life. It could be my life I'm saving, but how do y'all move out there? What would y'all do? You know, that I'm asking y'all. You know, I know it's Turn Up Tuesday, but so much stuff be happening. So much stuff be happening. Let me see, Bernice. And my condolences go out to my neighbor and her family. And what happened could be happen to any of us. And a few months ago, people be knocking on your door. People was knocking on my door at 11 o'clock talking about Amazon. I said, this late? I said, you have the wrong door. I didn't order nothing anyway. And Amazon don't knock on your door like that and wait for you to answer. And when I looked through the peephole, these 2 dudes, when did Amazon deliver late at night in pairs? I mean, looking at the people, I said, oh, they must be mad as shit. I may not have good vision, but I can see when niggas trying to jump somebody or something trying to jump off. I got low vision, but I ain't totally blind. I looked at that peephole 2 by oh no, don't know, you wrong door. Keep it moving, because I'm not open or not even cracking my door. Because people, you put the chain on cracking, people can bust that open. And it's getting holiday time. It's always, this is supposed to be the time of goodwill towards men around the holidays and all that. That's bull. Ain't no time safe for goodwill towards men. You got wars over here, fighting crime over here in the city. It's all over the place. It's crazy. And it's just getting even more crazier and crazier. Just in 48 hours, not even for 24 hours. How many people have you heard that lost their life over the news? You had the shooting in Silver Spring where a couple of people got shot. Then you had the shooting in D.C. And then you had my neighbor They found her, you know, she was alive but died. You know, it's just so much violence within 24 hours. Within 24 hours, 5 people that we know of. There's probably a whole bunch more. Life is gone. So it's really real, y'all. What I'm saying all this to say is be careful, love your neighbor, love one another, love yourself. Most importantly, love yourself. What Molly's saying. Oh, this is just woo. But back up to Turn Up Tuesday. We about to turn it up, ladies. It's Turn Up Tuesday for the ladies because I feel like I need to talk about the ladies and to the ladies. Molly, you got my next video set up, boo. You want to keep this thing rolling right on along. And again, I don't wear no 5X underwear. Okay, Zoe. I see you, Zoe. Look at you. Okay,
I
ready?
want a woman to think hard about the man she chooses to give herself to, because you are too precious to give yourself away to somebody that ain't fit to be in a bed with you. Have no thought of responsibility. He just wants pleasure. And after the pleasure is taken, you're like a piece of toilet paper. He throws you away and finds somebody else. You deserve better than that. And you should demand better than that from any man. And when you give yourself to that man, that's pro-choice. I choose to lay down with this man because I love him. He's shown himself to me to be worthy of what I have to give him. And then we pray that when you're pregnant, he won't run away from you. I want a woman.
Did y'all hear that, ladies? Minister Farrakhan, you know, I'm not Islam. Like I said, I'm spiritual, meaning religion is for man. Spiritualism, everybody got a spirit. Not everybody choose to be religious, but everybody have a spirit. I believe in God. I believe in the Most High. Indeed, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I believe what Minister Farrakhan was saying. And it was beautiful. I don't care if you Baptist. I don't care if you Islamic. I don't care. I don't care what religion you practice. What that man said was the utmost truth. We need to be more selective. And Pookie and Lil Ray right now, and instead of let the team hit. We need to care more about ourselves and more about each other. That's what look. Turn Up Tuesday is today. Turning up on some love, loving up on yourself and each other. You know, we got to stop this. There's too much nonsense going on out here in this world. Let me see. And Bernice Smith said, girls, stop defending what size you wear. They don't buy your drawers. Haters hate big, small, or other. Like I said before, unless you ready to better these roles, and foes, shut up. Thank you, Bernice. I know that's right, sis. I know that's right. Yeah, and it was so funny. He tried to comfort me. Keone, I wish you was there last night.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened last night?
No, another comedian tried to talk about my bigness, tried to comfort me in my bigness. And you know how I do. You comfort me, I clap back.
Yeah, I know.
I clap back. I'm a proud big girl. Like Sister Bernice said, unless they trying to butter these rolls, honey. Yes. Yes. Life is too. I wanna live, love, and laugh. That's what I want to do. I don't want to just exist. I want to experience the good things about living, the present of being here today and present. Does that sound crazy? The present of being present. I want to experience that because every day is a gift. Every minute we get is a gift. And time is one thing you definitely don't get back. You lose money, you can get it back. Everything else, you can get it back. Even your health, you can get your health back in good standing. But time is one precious commodity that is gone, and that's because it's an illusion. While everything else you could get back, time is just one continuum process. The present is now. Now is always now. A minute from now is going to be now. You can see what I'm saying? And once we get the time management thing together, and everything, and then start loving each other and stop squandering, man, I'm trying to tell you. So what did you think about the video that we shared, that I shared what Farrakhan said, Yanni?
It was great. Hold on.
Okay. Molly, cue up the next video, baby. We want to keep this train moving, rolling on. Let me see what the people say. Okay. That's it. My peace is powerful. My beauty unique. She said, my peace is powerful and my beauty is unique. Yes. Life is short, Bernice. Yes. Yeah, honey. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't know where the people at today. Let me see, where is the rest of my groups at? Usually I can't, what I can't see. People coming in. Molly, while I'm inviting the other people in, we can get ready and set up the next video, baby. Yes. Talk about this.
Feel about reality TV?
I hate it.
Why?
It destroys the image of Black women in America. As the Black woman goes, so goes Black society. You would be hard pressed to find a show where you actually see Black women who are actual entrepreneurs, not some fun little boutique in the mall, not a kiosk, not I've got an eyelash line, but actual entrepreneurs. You know what you do see though? A bunch of women who are throwing drinks at each other, talking bad about each other, talking about each other, smiling in each other's faces, backstabbing, and then that image goes out into the world. So then you wonder why so many Black women are quote unquote not protected, not respected, treated like the animals. You wonder why when you go to a hospital, they say, oh, she don't need anesthesia. You're strong, independent, because that's the image that's out there. You're loud, you're boisterous, you're wig wearing, you got snuffle up against eyebrows out there, you got a BBL that's killing you and your thighs don't match. And then let's not get started on what they do to Black men. They're either completely emasculated or there's some type of thug Tupac caricature that completely eliminates the ability to express our intelligence, our creativity, and our need to not only protect, provide, but actually nurture a woman in a place where she can feel safe to be who she is. And then on top of that, you can't point to a reality show that does not have somebody who does not look like us at the helm, up to including the Love and Hip Hop ones, because everybody focuses on how bad Mona Scott is, but nobody says anything about Jim Ackerman.
Did y'all hear that? I think, Molly, we need to play that again for when the people come back in the room, because what he said was true. He just didn't talk about the Black woman. He also talked about the Black men. It's how we portray ourselves and the stereotypes that we throw ourselves out there, or the buses that we throw ourselves under. Look, I thought it was good. What was this? Who says this? Bernice said, he said a mouthful of that video, value yourself, people. Oh, she's talking about the Farrakhan. Right. He said, value yourself, people want to get into your head. Sorry, boo. This is a penthouse and you can't afford the rent. I know that's right. She said you can't afford to rent space to my head. Bernice is on the road. Bernice, I miss you, honey. Anytime you want to get on and talk, we have a conversation now, boo. Look, and I'm trying to keep up with my bad reading. We have to build each other. That's right. How can a comedian how can we complain about how others treat us if we don't heal each other and respect each other? Okay. Thank you. Okay, exactly. It's all about healing and respecting and not tearing down. And don't get me wrong, y'all. When Zoe was messing with me, I know he was just messing with me because I know he was coming from a place of love because I love Zoe and I know Zoe loved me. That's what comedians do. So I didn't take it personally, and I didn't feel bad or nothing like that. So I don't want y'all to think that I was feeling bad or whatever. That's what comedians do. Everybody know that I'm like a duck. It rolls right off my back anyway. But he didn't mean any harm or any real malice to that. Nothing like that. But the video that we just saw about what he was saying, how reality shows is. Molly, you got something to say, baby? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you tuned in to say something. Say yes, Reese. Okay. It's okay to feel how I feel. Thank you.
Where everybody at?
You know what? Kiani come in and out. JoJo baby. I talked to Lee this morning. People gonna be where they're gonna be at. What they're gonna do? They're gonna wait to come in at 11 o'clock. Then the show gonna be over. Like I told everybody, the showtime starts 10:30 to 11:30, and the only way we get to go over from now on moving forward if Molly says okay, because he is the gatekeeper of the time and he is the producer of the show. So if he's feeling it and say we can keep it going, then we can keep it going. We can get in and get everybody comments or whatever. But if he said no, because he got a life too. If he said I don't got it this time, we can't do
like I ain't right here, like I ain't the person you talking about. He this, he that.
I'm sorry. You don't say a lot of times. You don't say nothing. I'm sorry, Molly. Molly is on there. Molly, say what you got to say. Go ahead, boss.
Nah, I don't be tripping. Sometimes I just play the music. Once y'all hear the music, y'all know the show's time to go. That's it.
Okay, people. So once you hear the music,
they can rap. We ain't gonna charge them rollover minutes. They don't went over.
Like he said, once y'all hear the music, that's where the panel is. Lee is out in the street. Kiani Signal, I think, is losing in and out. JoJo baby, Booba Cal, Dad Mentality be working, so he pops in and out when he can work. Anybody that want to have a conversation, it's welcome. You are welcome too. That's why Max stands for music and conversation. So we having a conversation. If you want to get on and talk, you got something to say, only positive vibes. I'm not dealing in low vibrations. I can't. I don't want to.
Vibration. Yeah, everybody knows that's how I feel about reality shows, though. Them reality shows, reality. I really hate them joints. But I don't dislike it to the point that, I just be like, don't watch that. I don't care who watch it. I just don't watch them because I just know that they fake. Like all of it be staged. A lot of these women believe a lot of this stuff true. A lot of the men as well, and they do got women out there that look like they ignorant, but it's like boss women. So a lot of the younger girls think that's the way to live. It encourage them to act a certain way. And then them the type of women you get out here in the world, you got to deal with them, but they ain't got the money like most of these women on TV to back it up. And most of the women on TV ain't got the money. They got stylists and stuff. They put them things on them, and once the show, most time they gotta get them things back, but it's acting. So I can't be mad at it. They just do a real good job at it, and people believe a lot of that stuff is true. So we gotta encourage these kids to know that most things you see on TV that got a commercial and got ads, they fake. Them dudes putting on makeup and everything before the show starts. So
that's true. And I found that out too. Like I didn't know that everything is scripted. These people are, how can they call reality TV real TV if they're giving you a script or premises to act within that confounds? That's just improv. Is that not improv?
It's improv.
It's a little bit because my boy Todd Stewart, he was going with the girl Portia, and I was with him, like I know him, that's my homie, and I like he had to come up with a script, and basically if it ain't something they feel like they can sell, then you can't even be on the show. So even all them people that be on the show every season, they got to show them like this what I'm gonna say, this what I'm gonna lie about, like these the things, and they gonna be like, okay, like well, let's add this drama in there. We need you to argue with her. We need this person to be messy about this. And it just, if it sells, they keep you on. If that, eventually you'll get booted off. It's fake relationships, fake marriages, people fake catching cancer and not telling their family to the season over with. It's a lot of stuff they do just to get the attention.
For ratings.
Mm-hmm.
So you selling your
What's up,
soul to
Keanu?
the devil.
What's going on?
Keanu, you back?
Yes, I'm back.
Turn Up Tuesday, talking about everything this morning. We're talking about everything. You heard Molly talk about reality TV, and what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. They want to bring drama. They want you. Yeah, for me, that's what I wanted, a real show that's live. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted. But yeah, it's too much fakery going on. And not only that, but he's right. It's too much drama. They want you to fight. They want you to act a fool in front of your family. They want the fans to go crazy. It's stupid. It's stupid, you know. And they keep putting this in our community to act bad and do bad. The Bad Girls Club. There's not a Caucasian version of that. So they love to put us in a predicament of we always going for bad, you know. So it's kind of sad, really, really, really sad, you know.
It's Bad Girls Club. I thought that was the people being locked up. Ain't it white and black?
No, Bad Girls Club is the girls fighting in the house, basically. You know.
Molly, what's the show about the people in jail? And they showing people like they released to the halfway house. Do you know what show I'm talking about, Molly?
I don't know, but they ain't Bad Girls Club. That's probably like some realities thing about girls that's going from jail to the real world or something.
I seen it on WeTV. I don't even know if we get that channel. That it was one of them channels.
Nah, they ain't Bad Girls Club. That's big time. Like they've been around for a long time. They like on their 19th season now.
Damn.
Yeah, a lot of the girls, man, that's what they started on. Like Cardi B was on them reality shows before she became who she became.
She was loving hip hop.
Then she got on one of them reality shows, and then she became an artist. They told her in the contract, you can't do that shit no more. So what one would you pick? So she made the right choice. She doing music. You don't see her on there loving hip hop or none of that no more. She don't need it. Yeah, I think loving hip hop is a graveyard for old rappers and the ones who falling off. I wouldn't say they like old in age. They just old to the music industry, like Lil Scrappy, like Bow Wow, Ray J, and all them. Like that's what they find. That they just throw them over there, Lord Jock, and I just like it's crazy. Everybody used to listen to rapping growing up. They be on reality shows now. You know, so it's like they just push them right into that lane over there, and they making some good money because they constantly doing it. But we just got to see what effects that it had. Because with the ladies asking the man in that interview, he made a lot of good points. They do paint a bad image of her, definitely for the women and the men. It ain't just the women. The men on there be weak. They women on there be shitting on them, cussing them out. Most of them just cheat on their family. They don't have with full families that's married. And a lot of them be cheating. They stay in and out of jail when they ain't got nothing to be doing wrong. Like, why you going to jail when you got 6 figures so-called? But they still scheming and scamming. So you know something ain't right.
Wow. Let's roll on to the next video. Wow. That makes that makes a lot of good sense.
It's kind of easy.
Yep. Boom.
got this new thing called classism. It's racism's cousin. This is what we do to hold people back. And we got this other thing that's also been working for a long time where you don't have to be racist anymore. It's called self-hate. It works on itself. It's like real estate of racism, where just like that, when someone comes up and says something like, I am a god, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was, a god. I just told you. That's who I think I am. Would it have been better if I had a song that said, I am a nigga? Or if I had a song that said, I'm a gangster? Or if I had a song that said, I'm a pimp? All those colors and patinas fit better on a person like me, right? But to say you are a god, especially when you got shipped over to the country that you're in and your last name is a slave owner's. How could you say that? How could you have that mentality? We got this new thing called classism.
Wow. Before we go talk about that, Kiani, you used the link that I sent you to get on, right? Because Molly, the reason I'm asking because Lee and JoJo baby is saying that the link isn't letting them open it.
Yes, I got a real easy.
So I don't know. Molly,
that's the new excuse when niggas late or not want to come in. It ain't rocket science. You do the same thing you did yesterday, the day before them, and the day. It's the same thing unless they use a new device. And if they use
tell them to cash at me $150 a piece, they can come on.
I'm gonna tell them that too.
I don't know. They probably got to copy and paste it into another browser because sometimes you can't use Safari. You got to use Chrome. Sometimes Chrome might not work. You got to use Safari. But they been getting it.
Said, cash app him $150 and he will let y'all come on. Period. Because he said he got on easily. LOL. I thought they were like, good damn, Reese. Look, I said I would say it. I did it. Go ahead, Molly. You said because they got Chrome or they may be using something different.
Yeah, I don't know why they can't get in, but they should be in. Kiani got in. You know.
Yeah, and I send the same message out. I copy the text and send it out.
You just send me their info and I start sending it to them.
Okay. It's the same panel, you know, unless we add some new people. You know,
No, I don't know if anybody added me on social media though. I got Lee. I think I got Lee.
Okay. Lee, you got Lee and Louisa. Louisa, the Blue Phoenix, is on her way to Phoenix. She's traveling this morning, y'all. That's why Phoenix ain't been doing. She doing her business.
Arizona. That's my favorite. One of my favorite places. Phoenix. That shit.
Yes.
Oh, she's going to Phoenix, or you just saying Phoenix going?
She's going to Phoenix.
Okay.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phoenix, Arizona. She's doing the child health thing, with the community, family, child, and health welfare stuff, and they taking her out there, giving her some classes and stuff like that, because she's giving back to the community. Because she have 4 kids that's still in school system, elementary, junior high, and high school. So she's very proactive. She live in DC. She's very proactive when it comes to that, and my hat goes off to her because it's not easy being a young mother, but she's making it do what it do, and she's doing it properly. And Louisa Blueface, you know I love you. My hat go off to you, baby girl. Yeah, and Bernice is another one, but Bernice, they got all her kids up. See, these are strong Black women that under duress, they rose to the occasion.
You're right, and they sexy too.
Yeah, and yeah, all sexy, and that's the vibration I'm talking about. The positivity. You know, it's hard, and they know that. And they was in for the fight. Put it like that.
They smart.
They hard. Boom.
They smart. They beautiful.
Yes, they are. Molly, show that Kanye West video again, because we got distracted with Lee and JoJo baby not being able to get in. And I know Bubba Cow is gonna come in at 11:15. He said it. But do the
Yeah, next time do that. We gonna penalize them next time they do that. JoJo, they got to pay us next time $200 a piece next time they interrupt the show.
We got this new thing called classism. It's racism's cousin. This is what we do to hold people back. And we got this other thing that's also been working for a long time where you don't have to be racist anymore. It's called self-hate. It works on itself. It's like real estate of racism, where just like that, when someone comes up and says something like, I am a god, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was, a god. I just told you. That's who I think I am. Would it have been better if I had a song that said, I am a nigga? Or if I had a song that said, I'm a gangster? Or if I had a song that said, I am a pimp? All those colors and patinas fit better on a person like me, right? But to say you are a god, especially when you got shipped over to the country that you're in and your last name is a slave owner's. How could you say that? How could you have that mentality? We got.
Wait a minute, did he say some more? Because
that was it.
Oh, dang.
They just rewind back and loop back on.
We could say that easily because that is true. God made us in his image. We didn't say we was the one true God. We said when we are God, he made us in his image. Okay, so I don't want people to say, oh, he said he's God. He said he's God. No, he didn't say he is the God. He said he is a God. I will give you a perfect example. Kiani, and he has his son, Junior, Kiani Jr., right? It's like saying, I am Kiani, and he said, yeah, I am Kiani, but he's not saying that he's Kiani Sr., you know, the senior. We ain't saying that. It's a versions of, like Molly children are versions of him. People say it all the time. Oh, you is Reese. You are the image of Reese to my son all the time. Not saying that he is Reese, but they're saying that he is Reese. You get what I'm saying? They see you. You may not be the one, the genuine, but you are a version of. You are an image of. And when they say that I am a God, I'm an image of the one true living God, which we are.
We are.
Not unless the word lies. When he said that he made us in his image, meaning a vision of what he thought we looked like or how we look, and we could do things. We have powers. We could do, yeah, but we did not see. Kanye West made a lot of sense. He made a whole lot of sense. They didn't scrap when he said that he was the N-word. They didn't scrap when he said he was a gangster thug or nothing like that. When you put a positive affirmation like that on yourself, on your family, your loved ones, then they have problems with it. If you say, oh, I'm a queen or I'm a king, you get more flack about that than saying, oh, I'm a bitch, I'm a hoe. But you ain't no queen, you a bitch, you a hoe. I don't stifle that noise. Shut your mouth. Don't speak that negative. I done told you what I was. And like Kanye said, people say, who do he think he is? He told you who he think he is. That's a dumb question. Who do he think he is? Well, he told you who he thought he was. Now, either you accept it and move on, or don't accept it and start yakking and all this chaos and stuff. For what? Move on. Kanye, you can be whatever you want to be. More power to you, baby. You can say that you is a puff of smoke and disappear. Poof. Then that's what you are. That's what he ain't hurting nobody. He just stating his mind and feeling what he said, feel or whatever. What you think about what he said, Molly? Because I know I know you got some thoughts about what he said. What you think, Molly?
I reposted that when he first said it. It was funny. I love it. I tell everybody they kings, goddesses, and it's all right with whatever you say. And a lot of people get caught up in the scripture. I was just talking about that a few days ago. I did a live for about 2 hours. Man came talking about that basically that scripture you just said, like we was made in his image. you know, because in the scriptures say, let them be made in our image. And I was asking everybody, like before that, I was like, if I ask you anything about my, or if I say our, how many people is that? And everybody, well, you mentioned our, that mean me and you, that mean more than one. And I broke that down clearly. So then when I brought up the scripture, and I'm saying these was the words from God, he's saying, let me make man in our image. He mentioned it twice before in that same scripture. He mentioned our twice. So it's like, how many gods are they? Because a lot of people be saying there's one God, but in this scripture right here, he's saying our image, meaning that it's more than one of these people talking, or whoever it was made in more than one God image, and one just this one God. So I just encourage a lot of people to read and understand a lot of the stuff. So when Kanye and these people shout out crazy things in your head, it ain't crazy to me. That sounded about right. You know, if I say, what's up, King? I seen dudes that got mad at me. It's like, bro, don't call me that. I had somebody tell me don't call him a king. You know, so the next time I say, what's up, my nigga? He said, what's up, bro? I said, oh, so it's cool for me to call you a nigga, though. And he started laughing. He said, nah, I just don't like all that fake woke shit and da-da-da. And it made sense. A lot of people going around here, they preaching this on woke, and they turn around doing a lot of negative stuff, you know, so it's confusing a lot of the youth. You know, they like, hold up, you preaching this peace and love shit, and you turn around shooting at people, or you robbing people. You know, 1 minute is peace and love. You with the Muslims and you praying and all this, and then you turn around, you got ops too. So it just don't make sense to them. So it makes sense to them. I had to break them down. That ain't me. You know, that ain't where I come from, you know, but we all kings out here. I tried to call you a nigga for you to understand. But what's your thoughts on it, Keanu, what Kanye said in that interview?
Yes, I loved it. He, you know, basically he's saying us minorities was on Earth first, and we have the bloodline of the people who was here before the fallen angels came. So he's saying basically that we are gods, and we know our inner strength. We all can have what we want to have, and not only material, but great health and God's knowledge and wisdom, which it's been hidden for years of how we're supposed to live on earth, what we're supposed to do and how we're supposed to do. And a lot of stuff is taken out the books. So I think he was saying some knowledge stuff, because it's a movie called Fahrenheit, where Michael B. Jordan, I don't know if you heard of Fahrenheit 51, explains that they burn up all the books back in the day and all the paintings that told us and showed us how we supposed to live and how we supposed to be. So yes, he's upset because his mom died. He upset because of where we've been treated and what's really going on. And not only it's in the movie or TVs, but it's in the music, and it's in the everyday life, how we being treated. And I think we need to get together and do something about it. You know, have more meetings and stuff, and more get together. But he's on point, and I think Damon Dash is kind of guiding him on some of this stuff, because where he getting his stuff from. So I think Damon Dash is a big part of influencing him.
Well, you said a mouthful, especially when you talked about them burning the books again, because now they're taking books off the shelves. They're rewriting history, and the history telling it that if you talk about this or mention the word slavery, you got to mention this. You know, and that's not true. You know, they want you to glorify it by saying the word slavery. They want you to glorify what happened by saying that there was benefits of it. And ain't no way you can glorify that just as much as you could glorify somebody dropping a bomb on another set of people. But they do. This society is set up that they do everything that's bad, and they're flipping it. They're gaslighting you to make you think that it's good. That is the true definition of gaslighting, is how society is set up. It definitely is. It's messing with your mind, your mental. They're making you think that it's one way when it's really this way. And they know what they're doing because they're very instrumental and strategic when they're dropping the information, and know who's going to pick it up and know who's going to run with it to keep the gas pilot lit. So this is the true definition of gaslighting. They doing this to make you look over there so they can do whatever they doing over there. And we as a society, as people, we just go along with it. And that's because we feel as one individual, you can't do nothing, but that's not true. It only takes a spark to start a fire. It only takes one flicker, click, click, hit that lit, boom, boom, boom. It takes one little lit to ignite the whole thing. So don't ever think because you are one person or you talking with one voice and that you can't get nothing started. I know some of my people say, how can I do? What's the use? What's the use? You don't stop trying. Like I used that analogy a couple of weeks ago with JoJo Baby. When we was talking about the child, I said a baby try to get up and try to walk and fall 50 million times, but it don't mean that child gonna stop trying to get up. That's what we got to do as the people. We cannot stop trying to elevate. We cannot stop trying to get up. So what? You fall down, you get back up. You get back up. I don't have the bandwidth to give anybody a pity party because they come on some hard times. Okay. Like I used to tell my son, if somebody knocked you down, what you gonna do? Sit in the middle of the street? You just gonna sit there? What you gonna do? He said, I'm gonna get up. Ain't that life? That's life, because we all gonna have some hard times. Unforeseen circumstances befalls all of us. Nobody's safe inside or outside. But you gotta know how to roll with the punches and get back up and keep going. That's where is our hope? What vibration is they on, Molly, to tell the people to keep going? How do you tell people to keep going, keep trying? What vibration is that, Molly?
Vibration. It can be any vibration. You can say the words, but actually mean it. Most people that encourage people to do good and stay great, they flown on high vibrations. But you gotta be careful with that because the devil's smart too. And the devil is a negative energy. That's why I would say the devil is evil. That's why it's in the word devil. And there's a lot of evil people out here. So they would use them same words against you. They would use the Bible words against you. They would use scripture and everything just to lure you in. So you got to know these, but you got to be able to feel people. You got to be able to read people. You can't just go off words, because words is powerful. And sometimes people use good words to do bad things. So I can't just say, certain people, they say a certain thing. You got to really have that gift. And we all have it. And that's just tapping in with self. Then you'll start to see the negative in people, the evil in certain people. But that's what I encourage people. Just get closer to self and then you'll know others.
I feel what you're saying with tapping into stuff. And I've seen so much. And it hurts me to my heart because some of the people that's closest to you, you see them do something that's like, you be like, I didn't know that's what you was doing. And it hurts. When I guess that saying is true, when people show you who they are, believe them. Yeah, you got Lee done sent another message, Kiani. How much you say it is? What Lee saying?
$250.
Lee saying, Molly, if they looking at the show, can't you sit? Somebody done.
Yeah, I done sent Lee the invite already from here.
Lee's $250, Lee. $250 for me to help you out. Molly tried. $250 if I intervene.
Go, baby.
Jojo, $250.
Lee, check your IG page. Molly said that he sent you the link himself.
I sent it on Facebook.
On Facebook. Sorry, on Facebook. Did you send to JoJo Baby on Facebook too?
I don't know who he is on Facebook.
Comedian JoJo Baby. I gotta show it to you.
And you gotta add me.
We'll get it straight. But I sent it to him. You know what? I'm gonna test the link myself. What I mean by I'm going to test the link, I'm going to see the link that I sent out. Let me use Booba Cow. I sent out to him. Let me tap on it. tapping on it. StreamYard, you go to it, and boom. Okay, I'm in. So it's not the StreamYard, it's not the link. You are absolutely right. It must be their device.
Mm-hmm.
Because StreamYard come up and everything just by me tapping on the link that I sent everybody.
Yeah, JoJo, I'm gonna see your new contract, $250. Lee, contracts come $250. Get ready.
And we know Bubakow's at work, y'all. We'll know that he always get us in on lunch, and if it's if it fits the bill, and it's in Molly will. Carlton Morrell always say that if it fits the bill. I hate that, but yeah, Molly with the words, and Kiani with the words. Molly, I like when you said that people use good words to do bad things. Kiani, is he spot on with that or what?
He's spot on with it. Spot on with it, because the one thing is the words that it's very your tongue is the most powerful thing. You know, you can curse people, you can bless people, you can do all types of things. And would it work? I don't know, but you can. So even your own life, the words you utter is very important.
Right. You right. And it's just like this past weekend, I was having a bad weekend, right? And it wasn't bad because not necessarily nothing was happening. It was bad because I was emotional and I was trying to compartmentalize all my feelings. Sometimes all my feelings and my heartache and all my hurt spills out. And when I'm getting like that, I know I need to be alone. I need to spend time with myself so I can scoop everything back up and put it back where it needs to be. Sometimes it's like a self-cleansing almost, that everything has to come out so I can pick and choose what I want to put back in it and hold back. And the stuff that I don't want, I try to purge, right? Some people don't understand that and respect your time. That sometimes, even though I run my mouth a lot, guess what, y'all? I don't want to talk all the time, or sometimes I'm not even in the mood for conversation because it's not going through. It's not sinking in. I'm not being a good listener at that time. And sometimes people don't want to hurt other people's feelings, but I had to start doing that pulling back of myself. I tried to give, dishing myself out like I'm throwing out a deck of cards. I have to stop shuffling and stop dealing because I have to pull back and have time to deal with me. And if you got time to do that, each and everybody, it's okay to do that. It's okay to pull yourself back. It's okay to regroup. Isn't it okay to regroup, y'all? That's why they tell you got to regroup so you can come back even stronger.
That's true.
That's why you got day and night. That's why you go to sleep. It's a reset. You can't be stressing about yesterday because you can't do nothing about it too much. You got to worry about the now. Stay in the present as much as possible. You get too far in the future, the body just starts stressing. You'll start worrying about too much. I might got to pay this, or how I'm going to do this, if this happened, if that happened. You got to stay in the present. A lot of people be too much in the past and too far in the future. So they missing the now. And as time go on, you're going to keep missing the now. And that's why a lot of older people like, man, I wish I would have just did this. I wish I'd have just did that. I go, I don't want to be that person. Anything I want to do, I'm just going to do it. If I fail, that's cool. At least I know I tried. At least I know I gave myself a chance. A lot of people scared. They live in fear. And, it's cool to call somebody if you need. Just got to call the right people. A lot of people don't want to talk to certain people. So when that certain person call, you be like, man, I ain't trying to talk to them. But it depends on who called. If your grandpa or somebody was still around, them probably the people you used to talking to in certain situations, you'd have picked up. You just got to find that other person you can pick up to, because we need that person to talk to. It's like your back itching. We can scratch against the wall, but it's good to have that person that can get that spot that you can't reach. So a lot of people tend to go to alcohol, they go to drugs and all that, but it's some people you can go to. They can be your drug. They can be that high that you need to get past just that small time, just somebody to talk to that went through something that you're going through at the time. That's what I tend to do. I don't really like to talk to just random people. I like to talk to people who went through something that I'm actually going through right now. How you get through it, and that might work for me. But just to sit around and be in my own head, that's gonna get worse. You're gonna start stressing out. That causes a lot of sickness. A lot of people don't know they get sick by making themselves sick. So I think that's a health issue. You just sitting there and just stressing and just trying to get through it on your own. Because eventually you will get over it. It feel like it, but it's always better to have somebody. That's why I think we all here. A lot of people like, what's our purpose? It's to help each other, look out for each other. That we intelligent. If somebody need help, we should go help them. But we just in this competition and we like to see us doing better than the next person. We like us to see our race doing better than the next race. Look at them niggas over there. We doing better than the blacks. Okay, we starting to do as good as the whites, the Chinese, when we all supposed to be helping each other. They got strengths and weaknesses. We do as well. So they supposed to be basically helping us with our weakness and we helping them with theirs. And it seemed like we helped them with their weakness. But once we help them with theirs, they just basically started to use it against us. So it's scary these days. But I think humanity, that's the whole goal. All of us working together. And until we work together, we're going to just be in this total chaos. It's just going to constantly go on over and over. Year after year. What up, Ron the Don? Ron said, Reese, can you send me $100, please?
If I had $100, Ron, guess what? You wouldn't even have to ask for it. See, that's the thing about loving people. You meet their needs, and if I had it, you got it. Because I don't mind sharing what I got because I can't take it with me when I'm gone. That's probably why I don't have my billions of dollars yet. Because when I get my billions, I know I'm gonna help a lot of people and humanity off the break. So that's why the devil keeping me from getting my million. But guess what? I'm gonna keep on. I'm not gonna stop reaching for it because I know eventually one day I'm gonna grab it. I'm not stop reaching for it. And Ron, when I get it and can easily give it to you or spare, I would definitely. I'm make sure Molly remind me when I get extra $100 that I ain't got. When I say that I ain't got, that mean I got to put it on a bill. That I ain't got to, that's what it said when I got it. When you could give somebody, that means you got it and it's not hurting you. All my bills and stuff is met. Molly, put it on. Remind me to give Ron $100. Soon as they say, "Here, Reese, you got a check," boom. Soon as they do my special, my Netflix special, remind me to give Ron $100 right off the cuff, Molly. Yes, you can. I do share everything. Oh, see, Ron, see why he go there, Molly. He said, "Be careful when you say you share everything." Look, it's cuffing season, Ron. We just talked about that yesterday. It's cuffing season. But what Molly was saying, Molly, you spot on. I did on Kiani. What you saying? We spot on. We did on, and helping each other. Like I'll use my neighbor for example. Me helping her, is that us helping each other, or is that me aiding and abetting?
No, it's helping your neighbor. Thou shalt help thy neighbor. When Lady B said something, she was a stranger. You didn't know this lady. You just like she just knocked on your door, but it been over a year now. You should know a little better.
I do know a little better. That it keeps happening
as much as you can. But
what you mean? What you mean keep happening? What's keep happening?
Like different stuff, like bad stuff, and that's because she be picking up people at the 7-Eleven.
Okay. Do you know her?
That's my neighbor.
Oh, so you know her?
Well, last year I was introduced to her because she was in need of help, and she knocked on the door. And Molly and Bernice literally choked me out. I said, "Don't be open that door at this time of night. You don't know who it is," because I was up cooking and stuff. And she said, "I'm so glad you answered your door." She was like, "I'm your neighbor. I moved in," and she had this brace on her leg, and I felt so bad for her. She said her car ran out of. It's just it's crazy. I'm like, "Why are you up at 11 o'clock at night? How you run out of gas? What are you going? Ain't nothing open at 11 o'clock at night on the eve before Thanksgiving." So it wasn't dawning on me. So she had a fake brace. So she's like, I can use the phone, call help, out of this and out of that, right? So I did and everything. And her brother told me, he was like, look out for her. Thank you for being a neighbor. And then he said, ain't nothing wrong with her leg. She put that fake brace on there for sympathy. I was like, oh no, please, not one of them.
You lying.
So, so now that I know this, I ain't seen her with the brace or nothing no more, but she has knocked on other times for assistance, getting to the rental office or calling maintenance call, but it's always late at night. And I'd be worried about her because I'm like, what if something happened? And then now with neighbor just in the back building, just getting killed, somebody beat him, somebody domestic, I'd be thinking stuff like that. Like stuff going on, and I'm trying to help. And am I inviting trouble in by me trying to help?
Okay, so is that the same lady that is deceased, or that's somebody else?
It's somebody else that's deceased.
Okay, that ain't the lady. Okay, then.
It was found in the apartment, beat to death.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, like, when you invite elements in, I got to be careful what I invite in at my threshold. I just got to be careful. I try to be helpful.
You do. It's real. It's real out here. It's real. I mean,
it's dangerous. Because what if somebody was, because they bust out her window, her patio, they shot in her patio. Who's doing this? Who is doing this stuff?
You're right. Who is doing this stuff?
I don't want to know who, because I don't want I don't want no trouble. I was just trying to assist a neighbor. But assisting the neighbors, they're gonna get me shot or hurt up. I just gotta be careful on how I move. That's it, that's all. And after a certain time, I'm not going to I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that because I gotta put it on my heart. Whatever happens. Y'all just pray for positivity and positive vibrations and all that good stuff. And I hope I keep doing what I'm doing with y'all today. And that's having conversations about us, being building blocks in our communities and being able to do what we need to do.
What we need to do.
What's going on, Lee?
What's happening?
It's another great day.
It's a blessed day.
Yes, it is.
Who is Kiana?
You know this thing.
Huh?
Kiani right here. You see me?
Now, she said that it was spelled with a T. I'm like, who is she?
I spoken into the phone. Everybody heard me. So, hey, the spell check.
My phone.
The spell check.
When it came, yeah, spell check is fucked up because I'm like, who is she? Tiani. You got a new
I'm glad
chick
that
on
you
it.
can make it and get in. How come you having trouble getting in?
Okay, well, the way you sent the link,
I sent
it's like it might be missing a letter or something, but I sent it. I sent you back what you sent me, and normally it has the blue line underneath it, and I tap it, and come on. This time I tap it. I mean, it's not even a blue line.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think you backspaced on me.
We were talking about everybody got the same link. So Kiani said that he didn't have any problem. Jojo said he was having problems getting there. I don't know, and I can't say, baby. I can't say.
It's all right. I'm here now.
Yes, you are here. We was talking about the show today. We were talking about what Farrakhan said about a woman being selective to who we lay down with. We was talking about another man talking about reality shows and the false perception that they give us, you know, and how you've taken and run with it. And we were talking about the murder that happened yesterday in behind me in my building. My neighbor, yeah, lady got killed. Yep. And she got beat to death. It wasn't stabbed, wasn't shot, just beat in her apartment. And they think that it's domestic violence. So, you know, I mean, it's that time of year where everything start happening. It's always supposed to be goodwill towards men, but ain't no good in these will towards these people.
Was she a big girl? Was she a thick madame?
No, she wasn't thick. What do size got to do with it? Absolutely nothing.
She was not a thick madame.
No, she was a medium-sized girl.
That's what the problem was. That's what the problem was. There was no cuffing.
I can't see humor out of that, Lee. So it sounds personal. I can't laugh at nobody dying. I'm sorry, or nobody getting killed because somebody beat her up, took her life, whether it was cuffing or not. It just women. Oh, men, please stand up and protect these women. But we got so many women that link themselves up with the wrong type of men, the wrong type of individual, and the wrong type of friends. Your friends could, you know, as well. We don't know if it was a woman that beat up or a man that beat up. They think that it was domestic, but it could have been a woman that beat her up just as well.
That's still domestic. If it could have been with the woman and the woman got mad and beat her to death, or it could have been a man. It could have been some type of.
And that's why they looking in the wrong place. Maybe they thinking that it's a man looking for a man, and it could have been a woman. All I'm saying is that you ain't safe nowhere in your house. You ain't, because it's all start with your mind, with the mental, the people you choose to call your friends and circle yourself around. If they mind not right, they ain't mental, then you in danger. Your circle's in danger. They say you as strong as your weakest link. If your weakest link or the link in your circle that you run with, if they got if they nutty at the fruitcake, then what kind of, it's just your circle around you. And I'm learning this. And I'm learning that to change the direction and the way I move. And my eyesight is maybe diminishing, but my feelers are out there. It's other senses, spidey senses is tingling. You know what I mean?
Not the spidey senses.
You know, I may not see it right off because I always go in caring, loving, and giving, you know, go in trusting, but you gotta earn trust. You gotta earn loyalty. And some of these people, they just ain't loyal people. This is dangerous. That's all I'm saying. We gotta be careful out there. And then my boy Kanye Wesley wrapped it up. You missed that. Molly, you might have to play what Kanye said. Everybody think Kanye is crazy. He ain't crazy. Kanye
ain't crazy. Kanye tell you exactly what he's doing, what he's thinking. But he's not good as a president. I wouldn't not do that. But go ahead, show me the video.
The video, Lee's always making a joke that about something that's serious. Do you have about serious conversation? Do you ever say something serious? Say something serious to say? Do you ever have something serious to say?
Yes, I do have something serious to say because I know death is a tragedy. I've had a lot of people to die in my life. I've had people to die in my arms, and that's how. I mean, I don't like using the word trigger, but when I hear about death, I also hear that there's an angel out here that's lost. There's a soul out here that's floating around. We don't know those people's soul. We are born to die. however God see fit to bring us home, that's what he does. I mean, we can sin all day long, but somebody murder us, we end up in heaven. And that might have been the way out. I mean, I look at it all different angles. But yeah, I do have something serious to say sometimes. But at that time, when it come down to relationships, to me, you already know what you're doing, because anyone that enters your body, you are giving them and accepting everyone that they've had sex with, be it a good soul or a bad soul. It's a choice that you make, and if I make a joke out of it, even myself, I have some bad souls. So yeah, I do make
we all
jokes.
have.
Yeah.
Kiani, I know he got some bad souls because he can't even get people to. He tell people go away and they won't go away. Kiani, you still having trouble with that crazy lady?
Hold on. How to get to that thing? Shit. Hold on. What happened?
She must be outside his door knocking right now.
I had a stalker. I've had several. I had a couple girlfriends that I didn't even know I had. I was dating, didn't know I was dating.
Women can be stalkers and kill people too. That movie Misty Blue was Play Misty for Me. That was that movie played with Clint Eastwood. People go do crazy stuff. Women can stalk and kill men too. Yes, they can. They could be, they lose their mind, moment of insanity. And we laugh and joke with Kiani about the lady stalking him, but that could be a serious and a dangerous thing. That's why I asked him, did he get that resolved? Because I would hate to hear about my baby Kiani getting beat up. There's some lady coming in beating him up.
No, I don't play around. But no, I haven't talked to her. But
it's so funny, and no, it's not funny, but it's a coincidence that this right here came up, because I was just feeling a joke of what really happened to a friend of mine in Pittsburgh, to something like that, to this effect that he killed his wife. He literally killed his wife. Cold blood killed his wife. This man, he worked for the city of Pittsburgh, and he was having dental issues. His mouth was hurting him real bad. So, he's got the bleeding. So at work, and they took him to the hospital. When he woke up, they pulled all of his teeth. They had pulled all of his teeth because they were infected, gave him some medicine, sent him home. When he got home, he was so hungry, and his wife had prepared dinner. And guess what she cooked? His favorite fried pork chops. He shot her 3 times.
Oh no! You
shot her and killed her. Yeah, because she cooked pork chops and he couldn't chew them.
Not pork chops.
Yes, I do say crazy stuff, but it's because some of the stuff. Pork chops. She cooked pork chops and he shot her 3 times, killed her. And that's a personal friend of mine. So, I mean, it could be the dumbest thing that triggers people. I mean, you don't know a person's mental. I thought this shit was funny. I went home to my wife and said, "Don't you cook me no fucking pork chops."
When you didn't get your teeth pulled, and you pork chops. And the favorite on the day that you get all your don't mention teeth. I got a dental appointment today at 2:30. I give him 3 teeth that don't. Oh shoot! I know I ain't gonna be able to. Lee, why you? Look, Michelle Pucciarelli is watching. She said, "Have a great show, family." Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. I don't know. I don't think I want nothing to eat. I'm not gonna eat nothing but tea today. That's all I'm drinking is tea today. Somebody told me last night, Carlton. No, Big Mike was it? Was it Big Mike? Big Michael Carlton, one of them was saying last night, there's like, you look like you're losing a little bit of weight. I'm trying. I was moving better last night, trying to do more without my cane. It's coming along, y'all. It's coming along. And in 2 weeks, I'll be on November the 5th. Get y'all tickets if y'all ain't got y'all tickets yet for the Just Call My Name at Arlington Draft House, November the 5th. Kiani, Lee, y'all got y'all tickets? Y'all gonna be sitting out there supporting, waving a flag, a white flag.
See you.
The blue flag.
Hell, I'm riding with you. I'm riding with you. I have no other choice but to get my ticket.
I mean, I'm about to meet you in the parking lot and walk in with you.
You gonna get there early. You'll get there early. Walk in with me. Like, well, I'm coming in bringing my own entourage.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what I'm doing? Look, Kiana, you my manager. You book some shows. You gotta
I'm about to get it going. I'm about to get it going for us. I mean, yeah. Pack your bag because we going overseas. I don't think we ain't gonna be here. We leaving the country.
But look, the country.
Not right now.
As long as we not going to certain places, I ain't got no
right
problem.
now.
Why?
Did you hear about that plane? That man saved 83 lives. Somebody was trying to hijack the daggone plane again. They doing this mess again. I told you they got a bunch of sleeper cells right here in America. We worried about other countries over there. They're already over here because we let them in. And we don't vet them. We let them right on in and don't vet them.
It's all of diversion. All of this stuff is a sequence of diversions. I told you that just last night. They putting all their cells in order to make sure that they got a true quantum fit. So when they activate their shit, we're done.
They're saying that this is because 45. Is it Colorado? He's running in the primaries. President 45 is running in the primaries for Colorado primaries. Is it Colorado? It's on the news. He's getting his paperwork all in line. He's coming back, whether y'all want to admit it or not. He's coming back. Biden is
coming back?
You said 45.
45. They be like, I don't say his name. Don't say his name. Okay, 45 is coming back. That's all I'm saying. 45 is about to be 47. They about to change the numbers.
You're right.
45 getting ready to be 47. So I said that from the beginning. 45 was supposed to have 2 terms. And Biden came in and got 45 out. And the administration, 45 was like, wait a minute, I was promised 2 terms. So 45 going to come back and finish whatever he started. And with the help, Russia, with the help of China, with the help of all of them. So what? Look, the powers that be. So what? I just want to know one question. If we have Americans spread out all over the continent and America say you need to bring your butt home for safety reasons because you may become a hostage and you do not come home and become a hostage, are we supposed to negotiate with the hostage and release all the criminals that America caught to get you back? And you was told to come back home, or what happens? What should happen? That's deep, ain't it? That is deep. So, Kiani, we go overseas, long as we go on somewhere where we don't get kidnapped, long as we go on somewhere, because I would make a bad hostage because I can't eat everything that everybody fix. I got allergies, so I couldn't eat. You know, I can't sleep on the floor because I got a bad back. So I would be a terrible hostage. Terrible.
You know, I'm gonna be no hostage. I'm too cool. You know what I mean? They want me run the team or something. You know what I mean? It's easy. You know how you say. See, the whole point and stuff like that. You gotta say, I got the science experiments to fix everything. That's it. That's all. I'm being sorry.
Say some crazy stuff. Look, I'm talking about them extremists. Hamas don't play. You look at the war with Ukraine and Russia. Look how long that's lasted, over a year. And Hamas done already annihilated twice as many people that lost their lives messing with Hamas in the weekend.
It's serious. It is.
They ain't playing. They ain't playing with it.
No, for it. There's no playing around. I mean, for real. They ain't brushed their teeth. They ain't took no shower, nothing in days, and they ready to hurt you.
Look, you right, and I'm not gonna be a hostage. I'm gonna be dead. Just like you said, you would never be a slave. You be dead. they just go ahead.
I'm telling you, Felicia. I'm telling Felicia, she don't know. I won't be no hostage. I'm telling you, my whole point. I'm too smooth. Trust me. I know how to de-escalate situations, Felicia. Trust me.
That with Hamas. Hamas, look, that's all I'm saying.
I'm negotiator. I'm telling you, Reese, I'm negotiator. I'm trying to tell you. That's what I do. I negotiate. I change people's minds and thought process. That's what I do. What you call it? A Samuel Jackson? I'm the negotiator.
Look, you just changed my mind. I thought you were sane. Now I know you insane. You right. You changed my mind and my thought process. I thought you had some sense.
Listen here.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Certain things you don't play with. Molly told me certain things you stay away from. Molly, you hear Keani? You hear Keani? He ain't listening. That when your mama tell you that stove is hot, that's fire, it burns, and you grab it anyway, trying to grab a flame, you get what you get.
Let me ask you a question. What is the history of Hamas? I don't know the history of them. I know is that they're Muslims. And see, when it come down to that, I've learned over some of the things that I've seen is that the Muslims had more black slaves than
the Jewish people.
No, I don't know the history. I'm still trying to learn the history.
Black people need to stay out of it because both of them did us dirty. Both of them. Now the war over there against Palestine and Israel. They said that Palestine is the size of DC and there's like 2 million people living in there. The Palestinians. And they fighting over Gaza because Israel said that Gaza is theirs, and the Palestinian. This is allegedly. They're fighting over the land, so it goes back. It goes back deep. I gotta do some research for you because I read it, but I didn't retain what I read. Either it wasn't interesting enough, or I couldn't find I tried to do word association to remember it. I don't know why I can't remember or hold on to the story of how it all first started. Lee, I'm sorry. I got to do that research, or better yet, you do that research. I'll go ahead and you Google it, and then let us know what it is. The research, how the war first started with them.
No, I lost signal.
Muslim against
I lost signal. I have to.
I can't remember. And Israel said that they are God's, chosen people, and then Hamas is a group of extremists, like the Taliban. Is their group of extreme? I don't know if they Sunni Muslim or Shiite Muslim. I don't know which Muslim the sect that they claim to be, but they allegedly bombed Israel. Israel is attacking them back and looking to destroy Hamas. But Israel said that we will destroy all of Palestine to get this little group. And I said, that's wrong, because it's not all of Palestine that feel that way. That's like you blowing up your house looking for roaches. You don't want to destroy your home, your foundation. You want to annihilate the critters, the infestation. But because if everybody look the same, how you know who's with you or who's against you? You don't. So what they doing, they going through and mowing everybody down. Because they can't tell it. They say, look, tell us where Hamas is. Hamas might even be over there in Israel. You know how the criminals flee the crime? They might not even be nowhere over there in Palestine. They might be somewhere else now. And they saying, look, we coming, we looking for them, and we're going to eradicate them. We getting them out of there.
Yeah.
And black and brown people and yellow people, stay the F out of that war. Stay out of it. You didn't see nobody going over there in Rwanda when the Tutsis and the Hutu and the Tutsis were fighting each other and they did their genocide. You did not see that. The UN, UNICEF left. The UN pulled out there. Said, come on, we leaving.
I think people gonna praise witches and.
I thought the UN was all white over there.
What she said?
I love I love that movie though. Hotel Rwanda. I do. I love that movie. My name is Alavis Guinness. Russia. How you say it? How you say his name? The hotel?
I don't know.
Shit, I don't know.
I ain't seen it so long.
You said it been so long. I about to say I can't remember too much. I
Yeah,
know
I can't remember either.
it was a crazy movie. I just be
I know
thinking
Don
that,
Cheadle was good in it.
yeah, Don Cheadle did his
That was
thing.
my boy, and I know I cried. I know it made me cry.
Oh, you did? Wow.
Yeah, because it was emotional to me.
It was. I mean, I seen it so long ago. I really don't remember too
Back
much.
then, a lot of stuff. I just feel it. Some stuff you just you feel the hurt, and it just
Yeah.
Molly, what was you saying about witches and goblins?
No, I was just saying that how a lot of people come across information just be amazing to me. Like a lot of them old, like the Israelites and a lot of Israel, a lot of them places supposed to be gone, and even the pyramids. Like eventually, it was at one point people was actually around those places and was living there. Something happened. So when we go there, we find things. We try to decipher what it is, what it means. So that's what a lot of these stories came from. So I'm like, if something was to ever happen to America and people was to come here and they was to find a Harry Potter book, you know how crazy that would be? Like for real, they would really believe this was what it was. Like it was Gryffindor versus Slytherin. Like you even gonna be one or the other, and that's how it is. Like y'all picking up stuff. Who to say that these people weren't writers as well, that wrote stories as well? Because whatever
I
going
hope
on in the
not.
sun ain't new. Ain't nothing new under the sun. A lot of them things in the pyramids, you see pictures of helicopters and everything that we see today, laptops. So
Yep.
telephones. So it's like all let's think this stuff new, or they invented this and said no,
The
they did this.
segue.
Yeah,
The
it's stolen
segue.
technology. It's just stuff
Mm-hmm.
that they saying they found and they can now they presented us like it's new. It's a new invention to them. Nah, it ain't none of this stuff is new. They just found information that we ain't got access to, and now they charging us for it. If you want to use these things, but back then I think everybody had access to it. That's why it was so many pyramids was free energy for everybody. But just imagine if something happened to America and they found a Harry Potter book. And then they're gonna say this not all of it. They left something out. It's other books just like that. They're gonna keep finding books that match, and they're gonna believe this they God. Who wouldn't?
Well, look, they can believe they look, get this book then. See, look, they get Shades of Blue because there's other books that go and match this. There's more to the story. We could just think it up. We could just think it up. I thought about what you just said is what we're introduced to. Check this out. Listen to this analogy. A baby. You give a say they born and all of this technology, right? But if you show a child a beeper and show a child how it works, guess what? That child gonna think is what? New. Beeper been around for years, but because you're not exposed to it, whenever you expose to something, it becomes new to you. And all of this stuff, this technology and stuff, think about it. Like you said in the pyramids and stuff, maybe it wasn't an elite society that its own smartness, they had to reset the grid all over again. And mankind had to learn all this stuff all over again, right? I mean, it's not far-fetched. Even though they showed it in Hollywood, but it's not far-fetched. Because they depend so much on their technology, or they say not ever thinking that if something ever happens. Like I said, my son was born in a technology where computers and talking phones and all this and that. You take all of this away, it goes off the grid. Something happened to the grid, and they have to start from scratch. Each child born after that would never know what it was before if they wasn't in that time. And they're going to depend on the stories that you tell them about this a pager, this a beeper, this used to work. We used to have to call on phones. What's telephones? What's this? What's that? For it to work. You see what I'm saying? Am I making sense to y'all?
Yeah, a lot of sense. That's how a lot of things we've been programmed to be who we are, to believe in what we believe in. If a kid never seen the Bible or never heard of Jesus, how can he ever pray to him? So do that kid deserve to go to hell? They say no, he was never introduced to Jesus. So it's just like it's many gods and many things out here to help us get through this journey. Just pick which one best for you, whichever religion, whatever friends best for you. Everything out here, you got to find what best fits you. Some people don't want to catch the bus, but it's still out here for some people. Some people don't ride bikes, but it's still out here for some people. So it's a lot of things that it ain't going to be for everybody, but just find what's good for you. A lot of people out here trying to be similar to everybody else. That's what everybody else do. Or they say this. They say you supposed to do. Like, what does they say? You is who you is. I am. You is. Anytime something going wrong, you like, I am this. I am this. I am that. You selling you a God anyway. That's what Kanye got that from. We all say it. We just don't know we saying it.
Okay, Felicia said, over the history of mankind, all of mankind, thank you, Molly, all of mankind has been enslaved at one time or another, because every time someone land was conquered, they became slaves. I think she
and the winner wrote this. And the winner wrote the story.
And the winner wrote the story. Wrote these. That's right. She's absolutely right. They changed the narrative. When you own the narrative, we can change it all we want. Like Molly, you told me a long time ago. You said, Reese, why do all the news channel report the same story the same way? Because that's the same script they gave everybody. The exact same script. And I thought about that. And I tested that theory. And I watched Fox. I watched Channel 4 and NBC. I watched ABC and CBS. And damn, if it wasn't the same story. Only thing was different was the person narrating it, saying it. But it was the same script. And I was like, did they share the same news? Is they copying off each other paper? Is that if one person get the story and then they pass it out? Here, this is the story, this is the story, this is the story. And I was like, wow. And I thought about that.
Yeah.
Do you remember you telling me that?
Yeah, Afrikaners. A lot of people don't know what Afrikaners is, but they be swinging it. Oh, I'm from Africa. I'm African American. Where Africa
they don't even know what Kebulon is.
Yeah, it was conquered
Before
by a white
Africa,
man.
It was Kebulon.
Yeah, them it's a lot of names before. It was called Africa, and them the names we need to get back to, because Africa is actually named after a white man who conquered the land and enslaved us.
And well, now if you come to this country, you could be, if you're African and you coming from this country from certain continents, you can say that you're Caucasian. So that's why a lot of African people think they're Caucasian when they come here to America, because that's the box they check.
Yeah,
and you know who put me on to that? My man Malik Bey. Thank you, Mr. Malik Bey. We went and 1 weekend he called me and we did off the grid research about the 181 form. It was like, what? Like I said, the stuff is here, it's out here, but we just don't know what to look for. Everybody, you said, what's the 181 form?
No, I said that's my guy, Malik.
Yeah. I mean, for y'all who don't know that is a form that lets the world know what you are, who you are, or what box you go in. And you got to check the correct box that fits you. When you looked at the box, you was like, what? What they said African was? I was like, what? African American? That's when you check that box. But we are the only ones that been through Africa. I feel like we the commanders, because we went through so many name changes. You can change the name, but the people is still the same. They colored, they Negroes, African American. Now they black. Why don't you say they brown? You don't hear nobody say brown, beige. I ain't never seen a black person. Wait, he was purple. He was blurple. I see somebody that dark, but I seen brown people. You ain't got that as a box for us to mark. I seen light-skinned digits, light-skinned people, but we don't get that box to mark. You go all the way to the end of the spectrum and call us black. You don't call us bronze. You don't call us golden. You don't call us pecan tan. You don't call us, but all of these colors is in the color box. So why did we get black? Is that because we're every color mixed up? When you take a crayon and you color with every crayon color, is that because that's what you get? Black? Does that let us know that we are superior because we got everything? Every color is in us. Is that and that should be strong. That should be, you know what I mean? But black is a color. I'm human. I'm a human being first.
That's
and no
true.
matter what color we are on the outside, the inside, all of our blood bleeds blue. That's science. For those of y'all science people, all of your blood bleeds blue inside. That's an actual fact. Kiani, Molly, is that not true?
It's true. We all have a soul. We all have compassion, a consciousness, and subconsciousness.
Kanye said about the classism, what Kanye said, he made plenty of sense. Molly, run that back one more time before we leave. I got to get ready to get out of here, but I want y'all to listen to what brother Kanye said. He ain't crazy. What he said in this clip was very sane. He was very lucid. He was very clear and concise. He really was. He really was. He spoke it. Listen to him, y'all.
Been working for a long time where you don't have.
Uh-oh.
Classism. It's racism's cousin. This is what we do to hold people back. And we got this other thing that's also been working for a long time where you don't have to be racist anymore. It's called self-hate. It works on itself. It's like real estate of racism, where just like that, when someone comes up and says something like, I am a God, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was, a God. I just told you. That's who I think I am. Would it have been better if I had a song that said, I am a nigga? Or if I had a song that said, I'm a gangster? Or if I had a song that said, I am a pimp? All those colors fit better on a person like me, right? But to say you are a God, especially when you got shipped over to the country that you're in and your last name is a slave owner's. How could you say that? How could you have that mentality? We got this new thing called classism.
Got the new thing called classism. We are kings and queens and gods. I mean, honestly, and just because somebody conquered us, stole us, some of us, so a lot of people's already here, which people's like, how could people be in America? Well, the world changed. The surface of the world changed. The desert didn't used to be a desert. It was a body of water. But because of certain changes, now it became a desert and you could walk across the land. See, we didn't have all of these bodies of waters like we thought we had. I learned that, and this in the Bible. When you look at the Bible in the back, when you look at where they say Asia Minor is, and I was like, how did Jesus walk to China? It said he walked over there to China. He walked over there to Asia. Where the map was, people walked all over the place. We were nomads. We all came from the same one spot. The civilization of life said that we all came out of one continent, and that was the continent of Kabbalah, Africa, whatever you want to call it. We came from that one continent, and we spread it out all over the world. That's what they say. And people say, oh, how did they get from here to there? Well, it wasn't always water. There was land. Just like they saying in the Bible when Pharaoh parted the Red Sea. Now they're saying that it wasn't a sea. It wasn't the Red Sea. And Moses parted the Red Sea. Well, it wasn't the Red Sea. And it was dry when the Hebrews walked across it, to get to the other side. before the flood came, before the moon changed, before it got filled with water again. However, whatever you say, my point is being that we have always been here. We have always been all over. So when they say Christopher Columbus discovered, no, we was already here. When they said, oh, slave trade, yeah, they brought some people over there, but no, we was already here. A lot of us was already here. People was already here. The Aborigines, ain't nobody no blacker than the Aborigine. But they was in Australia long before the dingo ate your baby. This is the dingo ate my baby. Lorraine, what was her name? Lorraine on Steinfeld. Maybe the dingo ate your baby. What I'm trying to say, we was already all over the place. We was already living, adapting, and thriving. There was already communities. There was already systems in place. There was already dynasties there. There was already there. We was already. And just because you didn't mean that I was dumb or didn't speak the language, I mean I didn't speak your English. Because you taking me from my country, bringing me someplace don't mean that I'm not smart. Don't mean that I can't learn. Don't mean that I'm ignorant. Only means one thing, that I do not know the native tongue. And because you don't know the native tongue, that makes you put you at a disadvantage. Don't mean you're an animal. Don't mean you ignorant. Don't mean none of that. But when they snatched us up, they put them chains around and they treated us as such. I digress. Molly, Kiani, I ain't got nothing else to say about today. Turn up Tuesday.
She said, in all our faith is the same death, but we don't want to live in peace. And she also said it was before the continent split. I just look at it like roaches or anything else. Like New York got mice, and like you can see it in one space, but eventually they're gonna spread it out. They're gonna multiply, and that's all that happened with us. Yeah, we started in one small area, but the more of us start to come out, the more kids and more families and more of us, and we need more space. We need to occupy more space. So we kept spreading out, you know, and that's just natural. That's what we're supposed to do. You know, we're supposed to multiply. So I think it's supposed to be more space than this, but they like to stick us in. You want to be in New York, you want to be in LA, so they got all these major cities so they can keep the money in those major cities and move it how they want. But we should be everywhere. You know, it shouldn't be no place you won't see nobody.
There's one space, Molly, we can't go into because they won't let us. Tell them what that is, Molly, where they won't let us.
Well, you know they ain't gonna let you pass Antarctica.
They
wrote a treaty. They all came together. That's how I know these fake wars exist. You know, and it's just to keep their people in control and to keep us in control over here. Ain't no war. They all can come together and say we ain't gonna cross this part of Antarctica. All the nations came together, all the countries and all the leaders, meaning they came to agreement, meaning they can come to.
That's how NATO was formed.
So at the end of the day, they working together. It's gonna be one world government eventually, but they just easing us into it to make us feel like this is what we're gonna need. And they're gonna make it feel like I don't know, it's gonna be alien invasion or something that's not from here that we gotta come together, you know, and they're gonna use it against us.
Alien invasion, they already talking about aliens is here. So aliens been here, they here, they been we are aliens. Aliens. I'm not from here.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. It'd be deep. It'd be deep. Kiani, where you from?
The one there?
I said, where you from? You from here? I'm not.
Yeah, you know I'm born in Virginia, Commonwealth. Born in Virginia, grew up in Oklahoma. We went to Oklahoma when I was in 7th grade. And being from Virginia, you know, already I move fast, talk fast. So I'm kind of used to the Commonwealth, but then go to Oklahoma and seeing people having 40 acres and a mule. And basically Oklahoma was the first place in the United States to have oil. So these minorities, not only they own houses and 40 acres apiece, they had oil under their houses. So that's why they was so upset and got them out of there, because they own oil. And I learned when you do business, you want to do business in your own community. And the first thing you're supposed to do is get a corner store or a restaurant. That's how you start. And then you start helping each other build and get their restaurant, barbershop, hair salon, whatever it takes, daycare. And then my kid go to your daycare, you eat at my restaurant. So basically they was turning the money around to each other 12 times, basically. So it's no outside sources. Everybody's together, support each other 100%. And that's what I'm saying. First thing we do is that have group meetings and have support groups where we give each other. 1 week somebody get $500, the next week somebody get $500. So it's a pot of going around, everybody putting in, and each person get a pot at the end of the month.
Can't beat that. That's how Damon was doing it.
That's how they used to do a long time ago. Gifted. They used to have rent parties where they used to help one another come up with each other's rent, stuff like that. It's no more communities, no more family. They tearing us down. Why can't people see that? God.
Well, first, it's the liquor stores. I just told you, liquor store closed down for 45 days. We can see a difference in these young and older men. Because like I said, I asked, I'm in a group at Father's Place, and we had these meetings every Tuesday, Wednesdays.
Tell them what Father's Place is, because today is Tuesday. You have a meeting today.
Yes, Father's Place. This lady Patricia basically started this place called Father's Place, and it is a group of fathers talking about the situations, their current situations, and what they want to become and what they want to do. And she has workbooks for everybody to basically go through, and it's a curriculum basically, and it's in a group setting every Tuesdays and Wednesdays for 14 weeks. And basically it's the best.
If it's for fathers and for men, how come a woman is heading it? Not saying that she can't or whatever, but I'm just curious to know why.
She said she wanted to. She said her father was in the community, always helping people out, right. And her father was all he had. She said he had a store, and she said he always was helping people out. So she was saying, has seen that she wanted to do the same thing her father, which makes sense, to help out young men. And she's saying it's programs for women, but where's the programs for young fathers?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, how come a man isn't running the program for the men? What I'm saying,
it is a couple people. It is. It's you got Brian, you have Ezel, you have Patricia. So it's a couple people with her all together. So she, she was the main person that I spoke with. But Brian and Ezel is part of it too. They all teach the class, all three of them together.
Okay.
So so basically it's 14 weeks, and then they help you get a job or wherever you at, or with child, help you with child support, going to court, stuff like that. How to get you on track, and basically keep you mature and up to date what's going on around society. If you need some help, they're there for you. So, like I said, it was great to join this, to talk to them and also to learn from them also, this current situations. And it's great. It's great. But I forgot what I was about to say, why I started talking about this.
Because
I got off subject.
Tuesday.
I was going to a meeting while I brought it up, but I forgot now why. But yeah, if we stick together and do this and just have these meetings, we should get on track. Like I was saying, we all should be own businesses and buy from each other, So
not just meetings. Like Molly said, we can listen to words all the time, but we got to do. So not just going and attending meetings, okay? Because nothing comes from talkers but sound, okay? But it can help lay the foundation so you can get out there and do what it is you need to do. You got to have, what they say, works without faith is dead. You got to have words without action is dead as well. You got to have the words, you got to have the action too. So coming together as a community, having a meeting is great, but we also got to do what you talk about in the meetings. Executing the plan. Hannibal from the A-Team. I love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah, we need to figure out what's the most after that night, right? Like, we want to, like, to be honest that night, or you want to do something different, or you want to we got a bar. Obviously got the bar, but you gotta figure out what bar it.
I don't even know if they have anything at that point, or if I have something. I was thinking I wanted to go to a restaurant.
I ain't got us drink music.
Oh, that's Tiana.
Yeah, really good shows always.
Arlington Draft House, November the 5th. If you ain't already got this book, get it. If you ain't already got your tickets for the show, just call my name, get it. Come on, people. Do yourself a favor. Entertain yourself. Be selfish for once. Come and get some of these good laughs. Support the community. I'm black, I'm female, I'm in the community, and I'm disabled. Come on, support. For all of us. More than Max Show. We love y'all.